This is a message for the Twin Flame Collective. There's a message the Divine Masculine has for the Divine Feminine. And so if your Divine Masculine has pushed you away, this reading is for you. It doesn't matter what aspect they pushed you away. Maybe they've blocked you. Maybe they're ignoring you. Maybe it's just like emotionally, right? So the Divine Masculine has a message for you in this reading. We are heading into Valentine's season. I know a lot of you are experiencing separation from your twin flame, and I want to let you know that that is temporary. So no matter where you are, there's always a way to heal. There's a pathway forward, and I'm going to be giving you a message through these cards. So let's go ahead and begin. We have the Romantic Tarot here, the Lover's Oracle, and of course, our romance angels that come around this season and all the time. Let's find out what message the Divine Masculine has for you. I hope you're doing well this February 2025. I want you, as I'm shuffling, to really feel into like the energy that you're feeling. Feel into your emotions. That will help you to connect with the cards a little bit better. Okay, so we have our first card here. Let us pull from this one. A little harder to shuffle. Just connect with your union. Maybe it's challenging right now. Maybe it just needs a little bit of loving care. Okay. There's our card from the Lover's Oracle. And there's our card from the Romance Angels. So let's find out what the message is. First message, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. So there's like this massive movement energy, not quite like the Chariot in the tarot, but here you see a man. It's kind of he's like a guard, and there's a horse in the back. There's like this triumph. There's this success. There's some kind of energy, new energy coming through. We're gonna look at all the cards and see kind of what sentence they're gonna tell you. We have reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So reflection can be two things. It can be reflect as in think about, or it can be reflect as in you're looking in a mirror, right? If this is your twin flame, they're reflecting something to you for healing, and they're also encouraging you to reflect. So let's look at the Romance Angels. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay, so twin flames, especially if you're a divine feminine, your twin flame is not ignoring you because they don't like you. They're ignoring you because there's like a big energy coming through. There's something that they're transforming inside. Do not take it personally what they're doing. They might be having a huge shift in their life purpose. They might be having a huge realization, and they want you to know that it's safe to just relax, surrender into your femininity, and allow them to move through whatever it is they're moving through. When you start to be afraid and you start to energetically, whether you use words or not, if you're energetically kind of pulling on them or using fear and subscribing to fear, they feel that instantly because they are one with you. This situation that they're going through is something big. It's something that maybe they faced in a past life. Things that come up are like financial, life purpose, like maybe in their past life and yours too, you had a farm together and your apple trees kept, getting a disease and not bearing fruit. And so this is a place where the divine masculine and you too, since you're one, are hurt. And so just allow them to move through their challenge, right? Don't look at it on the outside. I advise you not to do that. All twin flames, I advise you not to look at it on the outside as the place where you look for the truth first. Use your heart first, and the outside, using the teachings of union, the outside's going to match your heart if you practice the inner work. I'll tell you more about that as the reading goes on. But I'm going to pull some more cards just to clarify and move the energy forward. This is a big deal. I feel like really big energy coming through. Okay. This one is the Ace of Cups. Ooh, this is great. This is great. I'm going to put that here. The Divine Masculine has a very powerful love for you. Like their love is just like pouring out. You see this cup? Look at the picture a little closer. The love is overflowing out of the cup, and they're actually encouraging you. Yeah, this message is coming clear. They're encouraging their divine feminine to fill their inner well, to like do whatever makes you come alive. And that might include external things like going out and, you know, being with your friends or having a spa day, but mostly filling your inner well is a thing that you do within, where you have your own relationship to your higher power. And maybe in order to fill your inner well, if you imagine this as a cup, like let's say that you have a lot of upset, a lot of fear, a lot of feeling like you're not good enough, you need to empty that out and pour that all out before you fill it with purified water, right? So during that process, you might experience what we call spiritual upheaval, where you're going to be feeling emotions like dread, fear, all this stuff. I don't want you to attach to those emotions or assign meaning to them aside from what they are. They're just emotions coming out that you have to feel to release. In order to let go of something, you've got to move through it. It's like letting water pass through a sink. And I'm going to say something kind of gross, but you can think of some other body processes where you're letting go of something. Enough said there in this reading, but you're really letting the yucky stuff go, and you're filling your inner well through that process. You're creating space for yourself, and that, I tell you, divine feminines, is highly magnetic to your twin flame, because you're not, when your inner well is full, you're not needy. You're not like needing them to emotionally fulfill you or reassure you. You're doing it yourself, but you got to get rid of the dirty water first, right? And let's pull another from the Lover's Oracle. These are a little harder to shuffle. Sometimes I like spread them out, but because I have a Valentine's Day spread here with my beautiful roses and hearts, like I can't spread this out. Oh, yeah. Okay, that one. Let's check that one out. I like the back of these cards. Nice artwork here. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. I feel like this. I feel seen here. There is an energy in the collective consciousness of the feminine right now where you're kind of like making some changes in your life, but then once you make those changes, you're kind of like digging in your heels. And you're like, all right, now I've created this new change. I'm not moving. And then it's for some of you, God's pushing down your changes. Why? It's not that you don't have power and you can't create your reality. It's that you need to let go of rigidity, right? Maybe, here's an example for you. Maybe, and this is from your divine masculine, I want you to hear this. Maybe you have decided that you need to set boundaries with your divine masculine. So you think that those boundaries mean I'm going to block him. I'm going to block my divine masculine because he's being disrespectful. So I'm going to block him, and then I'll respect myself, right? I'm kind of, exaggerating here with the voices, but this is an energy of control. And what I mean is, it's important for you to value yourself and respect and honor yourself, but you don't necessarily need to strong arm a boundary. Like, that's not actually a boundary. Boundary is more kind of like you're doing it inside of yourself first. Like, let's say that your twin flame is not respecting or valuing you. Maybe they breadcrumb you. You don't need to block them because they're breadcrumbing you. That doesn't make sense. Blocking is for people who harass, right? So if you're being harassed by a pelt of messages over and over and over and over and over, it's please stop, please stop, please stop, and they keep doing it, then that's what blocking is for. But I see so many people who get upset and then they block their twin flame because their twin flame is ignoring them. And that doesn't make any sense, right? So instead, this is where I'm going to tell you what to do because this is going to be really important for you. You need to understand twin flame dynamics. If this is your twin flame person, whether you're still getting clear on whether they're your person or not, you're still going to follow the same process. Your twin flame person is reflecting you. They're showing you a place inside of yourself that you're not loving. And so they're ignoring you because you're ignoring yourself on some level. So rather than looking on the outside and blocking or, whatever it is, do something different. Go within and try out something called the Teachings of Union. And it's a big process, but it's a simple process. And it involves something called the mirror exercise. And no, that's not the one that you have to look in the mirror for. This is a 4-step process of inner self-realization, inner transformation. And it's a very beautiful and very loving process. And it will take whatever is happening in your external reality, especially with your twin flame, and transmute it back into your own heart for healing. And I have lots of videos on my channel, if you're here for the first time, on the mirror exercise. And if you go to my website, I talk a little bit about it in a video in the beginning. So my website's twinflamesheartsdesire.com. And you can look in the description box. Let's pull another card. We got romantic feelings. Your twin flame wants you to know that they do have romantic feelings for you, despite what they've said. If they said they don't want to talk to you again, sometimes that can be an upset. Like they're upset. They are experiencing not wanting to be with you. It's just an experience. It's like having a dream. Let's say that you're dreaming and there's like a tiger chasing you and you run in your dream. You try to get away from the tiger, okay? Like in your dream, that's a very real experience. That is their experience. They're experiencing not loving you. Maybe you're the tiger for them in this place. Now, your job is not to convince them, oh, hey, twin flame, my masculine, you're just upset. That is not what you do, okay? You have to respect that they're having that experience. Meanwhile, you focus on you, divine feminine. You put the focus back on you. This inner well cup is really important. I'm going to draw you 3 more cards. So we've got the 6 of, I believe that's wands, a 6 of wands. How cool. This is like a romantic Venetian getaway. In this tarot deck, I use the pictures more than the traditional interpretation of tarot. And this is just very cool. So you see a man and a woman on a boat. She's got a canary in a cage. I think is that a canary? It's hard to see. It's like a canary or a dove or something. It's like a bird in a cage. And she's smiling. She's happy, right? So your divine masculine really is working on, what's coming through, what I'm channeling is that they don't feel enough. Like you might feel like you're not enough. Maybe you feel like you're not young enough, pretty enough, successful enough, creative enough, exciting enough for them. Like maybe they're looking like they're choosing something else, but I promise you, unless they are choosing you, they are settling because you are their ultimate lover. But if you are feeling like you're not good enough for them, they're going to mirror that right back to you until you make a new choice, right? So this is not the end, but their inner heart, their higher self is telling you that they do love you and they do want to provide for you. Like for me, like what's coming through, it's in the first message that I shared with you. It's this past life issue or this issue that they had earlier in this life where they're really working through like a serious block right now. So just trust them. Trust that their heart will guide them properly. Trust your own heart too. That your heart is connected to the divine and so is theirs. And that they will choose love just as you are. Okay, so trust them in their healing. Oh, there's one that's like different. That means it's probably for us. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. That's exactly what I just said. Have faith, right? So stop choosing fear. Choose love. You deserve love. You deserve your harmonious twin flame union. Yes, you can be with them in this lifetime. I'm going to tell you that every single one of you watching this, if you begin the inner work process to heal separation consciousness inside of you, to restore your heart back to peace from fear, you're going to magnetize your union and you're going to be able to keep it there. Now, this process that I teach, the teachings of union, has worked for countless twin flames. I don't even know how many it's worked for now. It was a handful 5 years ago. Now it's like grown. And in my own union, I used to be experiencing separation from my twin flame. There was one point in time we didn't talk for like half a year. I didn't even know his phone number. Like, we had a big fallout and then didn't have each other's phone numbers. And so I did inner work and I really healed. And I still have work to go, but we've been living together now for 2 years and counting. And for every month we're together, our relationship deepens and gets better. See what your divine masculine wants to tell you. Last thing I want to say. Our romance angels. We got one. Yes. Yeah. You deserve love. The angels are very much in tune with this reading. You deserve love. I want you to know that, divine feminines, you are lovable and you're a loving person. So don't let people tell you otherwise. Don't let people tell you that you're unloving, because you are. Thank you so much for being here with me today for this reading. I hope it resonated with you, and all of what I shared for your next steps is in the description box. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this reading and you want to hear more. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.